Hello again and welcome. My name is Jex. I am the owner of Transcend Catering. Today I'm happy to make for you guys another one of my favorite dish. It's called grilled cheese. Now with grilled cheese, I usually use whatever leftover items I have in the fridge. Today we'll be using some leftover chicken and some onions, some fresh tomatoes and some cheese. Let's take a look at these ingredients. All right, so for today's ingredients, we'll be using some leftover barbecue chicken. So with my barbecue chicken, I pulled it together. I got onions and I sweat it a bit, get it nice and tender, or what I call translucent. And I just fold in my barbecue pulled chicken inside of that. So I have a mixture of nice pulled barbecue chicken with caramelized onion. I let that sit for a bit and cool down. We'll be using some cheddar cheese, some fresh sliced tomato, as well as some flavored mayonnaise. With my mayonnaise today, what I've added is some chipotle and salt, pepper, and a dash of garlic in that. We'll be also using some fresh sliced tomato to kind of have that nice freshness to my sandwich. Also, we have our soft butter. Now let's assemble this together. All right, so let's put this together. The first step is I'm gonna take my flavored mayonnaise, and I'm gonna be very generous because the mayonnaise to me is the secret to getting that moist, nice flavored grilled cheese. I want to liberally just spread it all over my bread, so all slices get nice mayonnaise right there. So that's perfectly done. Then I'm gonna take the cheese, lay it on top, just like so, top of the mayonnaise. Again, grilled cheese is one of those items you can always modify the ingredients, but the method, I would always say respect the method, but you can always modify the ingredient. So I get some fresh tomato, put it on one side, just like so. Then I'm gonna take my beautiful mixture of caramelized onion and pulled chicken. Now for this one, you can use turkey, you can use bacon. I like pea meal bacon in this as well. You can go ahead and use some ham, whatever you like, whatever your kids like, you can always add that ingredients in there as well. I always just like to use up whatever I have. Or if you want to get a little more fancy, you can get some nice braised ox short ribs, or get some lobster, put in that bad boy. You can pretty much do whatever you prefer. Make sure it's spread very generously all over one side of the bread, because the other side is going to be the top. We're going to cover him up like so. Take some butter and liberally just put it all over it as the bread. Turn him over. And that's the finished product. So again, you want to make sure that all the ingredients are in. You want to make sure there's cheese at the bottom, cheese at the top, the fillings on the middle, because what's going to happen is the cheese is going to melt, and it's just going to seal all the filling on the inside. And now that's all assembled, ready to go. The next step is from here, we're going to be applying this to our medium temperature pot that is already on the stove. So let's go get that done. All right, so remember, there is no going back after you get started. So you need to make sure you have all your equipments together. So I'm using a griddle, which is, you can use a pan, a nice flat pan if you have it as well. But I have a griddle here that I picked up in the store. I'm gonna be using that. I have my spatula as well. You need a flat spatula as well to make sure you can flip your sandwich over. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this and I'm applying that on my griddle. I'm hearing a very light sizzle. I'm just going to let this sit there for maybe around 3 to 4 minutes until it's properly caramelized at the bottom. You can always just use your spatula if you're not sure after about a minute and a half to just check it to make sure you have the nice caramelization. Check the cheese, make sure it's melted. And I'm going to do this on the reverse side, and then we go from there. All right, so we're about to flip this bad boy over. They've been on there for about 3 minutes. And I had them on a medium heat. I checked it to make sure it's nicely caramelized like so. So that's beautifully caramelized. The cheese has been melted, as you can see at the bottom here. It's melting and stuff. So I flip the other one over. There you go. Both are nice and golden brown. That's it. All right, so here's our final product. We make sure our product is caramelized nicely. As you can see on both sides, cheese is melting, folding over right there. We're just gonna gently cut it on the bias like so. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Sits right there. Then we have the other one. Nicely caramelized. Both. All right, perfect. So here's your finished product, nicely caramelized. Again, if you have any question about this or any one of my demonstration, please feel free to reach out. Leave a comment below. If you like this video, share it. And I look forward to cooking for you again. Thank you for joining.